Hello, everybody on the universe of the Blue Tubers channel. This is your Blue Tuber Tony, aka 22 Tiger Dude, and I'm here with your Blue Tuber for Universe of the Blue Tubers.
WWE fan 0599.
And WWE fan, this was actually your idea to do this for Universe of the Blue Tubers channel. So because of that, why don't you tell everyone what we're going to be doing for this lovely video?
Well, for this video, we're going to be discussing the Oscar nominations. Of course, as the time we're making this video, of course, they came out today, so we're here to discuss what the nominations were. Maybe some snubs we thought should have been on there, and just what our overall thoughts on the nominations. So I think we should get started.
Yeah. All right, you guys. So, of course, let me go ahead and actually pull it up. The Oscar nominations. Can you see, WWE fan?
Well, I guess I can.
Okay, you guys. So let's get started. So with the first one, we have Best Actor in a Leading Role. We have Bryan Cranston for Trumbo, Matt Damon, The Martian, Leonardo DiCaprio, The Revenant, Michael Fassbender for Steve Jobs, and Eddie Redmayne for The Danish Girl. WWE fan, your thoughts on this?
I mean, yeah, really good list. I don't see nothing really too bad with this list. Really good in my opinion. There's the only snub I can really think of is Johnny Depp for Black Mass.
Yes, that's what I was thinking too, actually.
But this is Leo's award. They should just hand him the award. He's on the red carpet, they should just be like, "Oh, here's the award," because he gave the best performance out of anybody on this list. He's the best lead actor performance of the year. And also, I knew he wasn't going to get nominated, but Jake Gyllenhaal for Southpaw, man, people need to talk about his performance more because it was just something phenomenal. So,
his performance, I know Southpaw isn't like one of the most talked about of 2015, but his performance is honestly very underrated.
So let's move on to the next award.
Yeah. But yeah, I would agree with you. First of all, just that Johnny Depp, yeah, he was snubbed. But Leonardo DiCaprio, I want to believe this will be his Oscar. I actually hope this is finally his Oscar. But something wants to tell me the Academy will just let us down by not giving him an Oscar. But hopefully this is the time for him. Hopefully. All right, next up we got Best Actress in a Leading Role. We have here Cate Blanchett for Carol, Brie Larson for Room, Jennifer Lawrence for Joy, Charlotte Rampling for 45 Years. Hopefully I really said the name right. And Cerise Ronan for Brooklyn. Now, honestly, Joy is the only one I've seen out of all these categories. I can't judge anyone. I've seen Brie Larson in a few movies. Haven't seen her too much, but I like her for the few movies I've seen her in. But Cate Blanchett, she's a great actress, so it's no surprise she's on here. And Cerise Ronan, she's a great actress. Charlotte Rampling, never heard too much about her. But Jennifer Lawrence, it's no surprise that she's nominated because she tends to get nominated whenever she does a David O. Russell film. But I thought personally she did a great job with Joy. I think the Academy will probably give it to Brie Larson for Room, though. And in terms of snubs, I don't think I can really think of any. But how about you, WWE fan? Your thoughts on this one?
I find this funny because this is like the first year that Meryl Streep is not in any Best Actress Award, best, you know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah, I think not too many people are actually noticing that.
Yeah.
She's actually not nominated for anything this year. Feels weird.
Although people are saying that Jennifer Lawrence is starting to become the
in which I was just about to say, actually, as much as I love Jennifer Lawrence and how much she is a great actress, However, it does get annoying whenever I keep on seeing her name in these. I'm like, somebody else deserves it more.
Like, well, I don't want to say that, but I want to say like
No,
give
no, no,
someone.
no, no, because someone does deserve it more, and that's
Yeah.
Charlize Theron for Mad Max Fury Road, and that's the one that's missing from this list. I'm sorry. She
No,
gave
no,
a.
no. What I was gonna say is give someone else a chance. That's what I was gonna say.
I mean, Brie Larson. I know. I don't know if you guys here on the channel ever saw my review, but I mean, she was good in the movie, but she wasn't anything special, in my opinion. And honestly, Charlize Theron was way, way better in Mad Max Fury Road. You know what? You know who's also Emily Blunt for Sicario. I don't know why she's not getting anything because she was incredible in the movie as well. Lily James for Cinderella. Where is she at? Where's her award recognition?
Uh,
Because
I
she
would have
was
loved to. Go ahead. Sorry.
because I thought she was great as well. So there's just way better performances. I think this is probably the worst category in terms of nominations in
Yeah.
this, in my opinion, of course.
Yeah. Um, if you all see my channel, you know my thoughts on Mad Max Fury Road. I'm not going to say it. But yes, I will agree with you. Charlize Theron, she was actually one of the best parts about the movie, in my opinion. So I do agree that the Academy should have nominated her. Lily James, I agree with Cinderella, although she wasn't someone I ever saw the Academy nominating for Best
I was
Actress,
just saying in
honestly.
terms of who was better performances, honestly, but
Yeah, I know what you mean. And is that really it for snubs for you?
yeah, my pick to win it, the only one I've seen is Room. So I guess I have to say Brie Larson because
Yeah.
she's the only one I've seen out of the
It's,
five.
it's funny. Both of us have only seen one movie in this category.
Exactly. So
So
I
yeah, I'll have to get to these other movies pretty soon. All right, so next up is now Best Actor in a Supporting Role. We got Christian Bale for The Big Short, Tom Hardy for The Revenant. All right, Tom Hardy. Mark Ruffalo for Spotlight. Mark Rylance for Bridge of Spies. I still got to see that, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately. I mean, unfortunately, because I didn't get to see it yet. Sorry about that. And Sylvester Stallone, all right, for Creed. So, WWE fan, you start off with your thoughts on this one.
Best actor in a supporting role. There's one big one missing, and that is Benicio del Toro for Sicario.
Yes,
Uh,
I was about to say the same thing.
I think he not only should he have been nominated, but he could have quite possibly have won this award because he killed it in Sicario. He was the best thing about
Yes.
the movie, and I definitely think he should have been nominated. Not one because the true winner of this is Mark Ruffalo for Spotlight. To me, he killed it in that movie. He was the best thing about it, and I think he will win. Honestly, not only will I think the Academy will choose him, but I think personally, I think he will win as well.
You think if I haven't seen Spotlight yet as we're filming this video, but you feel like out of everyone in this category, he's the one that brought in his most A game into his
Yes,
performance?
as much as I loved Tom Hardy in The Revenant, as much as I loved Christian Bale in well, I didn't love Christian Bale in The Big Short, but he was really good in The Big Short.
Oh, okay.
Um, More or less, Ryan Gosling was more of a standout in my opinion. I think he should have been nominated for something instead of Christian Bale.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, I have to agree with
Oh,
you.
and that's my final thought. Sorry.
Oh, no problem. For me, I actually agree with you. I do feel like Benicio del Toro was snubbed. And even though I personally wasn't a fan of Sicario, hands down, and I think we can all agree, whether you like Sicario or not, that Benicio del Toro is hands down the best thing about that movie. Like, he had the most developed character, he had the most interesting character, and the performance by far just like, whew, just blew me away. So, yeah, he was definitely snubbed for sure. I've seen Creed, I've seen The Revenant, haven't gone to see the others. But Tom Hardy, I'm glad to see he's getting attention for The Revenant. I thought only Leo was going to get attention, but
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, but I'm glad Tom Hardy is too. So good job, Tom Hardy. And Sylvester Stallone, who actually just won the Golden Globe for Creed. So congratulations to him for that. But sometimes the academies, not all the time, but sometimes if you win the award of Golden Globe, you'll win the same thing at the Oscar. So who knows? It could be Mark Ruffalo, like you choose, because I could see a possibility for Mark Ruffalo, but I don't know. For some reason, I feel like the Academy will give it to Sylvester. I still have to make my
I
predictions.
won't be mad if they do, honestly. I haven't
Yeah.
seen Creed yet. I know I'm one of the two people, but um, I wouldn't be mad if he won because I love Sylvester Stallone. So
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, so now we're moving on to Best Actress in a Supporting Role, and the nominees are excuse me, Jennifer Jason Leigh for The Hateful Eight, Rooney Mara for Carol, Rachel McAdams for Spotlight, Alicia Vikander for The Danish Girl, and Kate Winslet for Steve Jobs. So I know you've seen at least 3 out of the 5 nominees here, W. So what do you have to say about this one?
correct, Mundo. Uh, Alicia Vikander. Now that's not the role she should be up for. The role she should be up for is Ex Machina.
Yeah, and I know everyone's saying the same thing.
Uh, oh my goodness, that's the second best supporting actress role of the year. She blew me away, and she was just mesmerizing to watch on screen, and she was just incredible in that movie. But the winner is going to be Jennifer Jason Leigh because okay, for the people that are saying that she wasn't anything special in The Hateful Eight, were you seeing the same movie I was seeing?
I thought
This
she gave a
wo-
fantastic
this
performance.
woman killed it as this scum of the earth person. She was amazing in the movie, and by far, no one deserves the award more than Jennifer Jason Leigh. As much as I loved Kate Winslet and Steve Jobs, and Rachel McAdams, which I'm surprised is actually on this list, was
Yeah,
really good in Spotlight. I think Jennifer Jason Leigh should win this award for The Hateful Eight.
right. For me, believe it or not, I've only seen The Hateful Eight in this category. But I mean, Jennifer Jason Leigh, you hate her character, and I mean, the movie's called The Hateful Eight. You're not supposed to really like anyone in this movie. But
Exactly.
yeah, Jennifer Jason Leigh, as much as a scumbag as you said she was in the movie, and I really could not
Well, I
stand her
said scum of
character.
the earth, but
Scum of the Earth. She pulled off playing the scum of the earth. So I don't know if the Academy will give it to her for some reason. I just don't know, but if they do, I would actually be happy with it.
mm-hmm.
All right. Ooh, we're getting to my favorite category actually. Best animated feature. So for best animated feature, we have Anomalisa, hopefully I got that right. Boy and the World, Inside Out, Shaun the Sheep movie, and When Marnie Was There. So, WWE fan, what do you have to say about this category?
I've only seen two of these movies, and that's Inside Out and Shaun the Sheep movie, and they're both fantastic. But
Same here.
no contest. They should just give the Oscar to Pete Docter, Ray, because Inside Out no doubtly is winning this award.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Um, I don't really have any snubs. I know you absolutely do, but
Yeah,
but maybe I don't know. I don't really see anything else. Hmm.
yeah,
So yeah, I think they did pretty good, but I know there's one for sure you're really not too happy with.
yeah. I'm pretty sure you read my tweet on that, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I won't say I'm angry because first of all, I haven't seen Anomalisa, Boy in the World, and when Marty was there. So honestly, it would kind of be unfair for me to say that when I haven't even seen these movies. But I will say the one I was kind of not mad, but kind of bummed. I will say that wasn't nominated was the Peanuts movie. Good Dinosaur I wouldn't have mind being seen in there too, but if I had to choose between the two, the Peanuts movie, just because Yes, Inside Out I do think was great, but the Peanuts movie, if I have to talk about an anime movie, I just had so much enjoyment with the anime movie that made me smile the most in 2015 is the Peanuts movie, and I would love to see it get nominated. But nonetheless, I still think Inside Out is a great movie, and no doubt about it, I wouldn't mind seeing that one. Well, not mine. I would love to see it win personally. And I know it is, because if it's going to win the Golden Globes, I'm pretty damn sure it's going to win the Oscars too.
Yeah, that's what happened when I had Train Your Dragon 2 last year, and that didn't win Best Anime Film. I'll never forget them for that, but
That's a good point, actually. I shouldn't assume right away. No, but I have a gut feeling they will give it an Inside Out, though. What do you think?
they better, or let's just say I'll be on the 9 o'clock news.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding, of course.
No, I know. He's not people. I'm just kidding. All right. The next category I actually really like is Best Cinematography. Um, so for cinematography, we got Carol, The Hateful Eight, Mad Max Fury Road, The Revenant, and surprisingly, but not surprised at the same time, Sicario. So for me, Best Cinematography, as of right now, I think they might give it a Mad Max Fury Road because, Mad Max Fury Road, I'm not going to deny, does have amazing cinematography. I do think it's one of the best looking movies of 2015. So I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to Mad Max. But then again, I think The Revenant, Hateful Eight, Sicario, they all have beautiful cinematography in their own way. Carol, based on a trailer, has pretty good cinematography too. But I mean, the way Alejandro G. Inarritu shot The Revenant was just so breathtaking, and the way Quentin Tarantino shot The Hateful Eight and 70 millimeter format was incredible, and just how Denis Villeneuve shot Sicario in this very realistic and gritty tone. It was very nice. So honestly, this is kind of a hard one for me. I don't think there's really any snubs. Maybe The Martian. I would like to see The Martian get cinematography because I thought that had beautiful, beautiful cinematography to it too. But I don't know. That could just be me. What about you, WWE fan?
uh, I don't know if they would put it on the list, but Predestination had some pretty great cinematography. I would have loved to. I don't know if they would put it on the list or consider it in 2015 movie, but I would have liked to see it on the list. Which, you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But even if it was on there, nobody's winning this but Fury Road. I'm being serious. Like nothing else is winning this but Fury Road. Fury
Yeah.
Road had some of the best cinematography. Not only it had the best cinematography in 2015, but it had some of the best cinematography I've ever seen in my life. Just the way it was shot so beautifully was incredible. And I know everybody's saying The Revenant because it was shot in real location. Well, so was Mad Max, and I
Yeah, it's
definitely
true.
think it should win best cinematography.
I think it does have a shot. I think if I have to choose between the two movies that most definitely have a shot, it's either The Revenant or Mad Max Fury Road for this one. All right, now we move on to costume design. So we have Carol, Cinderella, The Danish Girl, Mad Max Fury Road, and The Revenant. So for costume design, what do you think about this one, WWE fan?
I don't know if I really have any snubs for this one. Um, no, I don't think so. I think they really did well, honestly, with this. I think The Revenant should win Best Costume Design because that had some incredible costume design, in my opinion. And I
Oh
think
yeah.
that should definitely win Best Costume Design. As you all know, as much as I love Fury Road, I think really this should go to The Revenant.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised Cinderella got this one. Are you kind of surprised by
Oh,
this?
actually, no. I'm actually not because that had great costume design as well. So,
Yeah. Oh, I love Cinderella, so I'm actually happy to see the costume design because That's definitely one of the things that made that movie so great. Not only were you just immersed into this magical world, but the costume designs is what really made you feel like you're in this live action Disney world. So yeah, the costume design's beautiful. Mad Max Fury Road has some great costume design. So does The Revenant. But I agree. I think maybe The Revenant has the biggest shots of making costume design. I feel like maybe Cinderella could too, but for now, as we're doing this video, it might go more to The Revenant.
Yes.
All right, I know this will be an interesting category for you, Mr. WWE fan. Best
Since
directing.
I've seen every single movie that's on here.
Yep. So for directing, we have The Big Short, which is Adam McKay, right?
Yes.
All right. I'm surprised they don't show any names next to this, but
Which
okay.
I'm surprised too.
Mad Max Fury Road, George Miller, The Revenant, Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu, Room.
It's Lenny Abraham, I think it's Abraham or Abrahamson. I don't remember the last name.
Yeah. And we have Spotlight, which is, I know, Thomas McCarthy.
No, not Thomas. Tom McCarthy.
Tom McCarthy. Okay.
Close enough.
That's why I have you, man, to correct me.
Exactly. Close enough.
So I know this one's been sticking with you more than me. So why don't you start off with this one?
Yes, the first one. I think this is the first out of any of the categories I have seen every single movie that's nominated.
Yeah.
You know, Big Short, MK, great step from comedy and doing like this is sort of a comedy, but not a straight up comedy. But he did. I think he did a nice job stepping up. That had some really good directing. The Revenant, of course, beautifully shot film. Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu did beautiful job with the directing with the film. Oh, so beautiful. Room, what'd you say?
Oh, I said definitely. Like, I agree with you.
Room had some really good directing, but it wasn't too incredible. I don't mean to keep on downing this movie or anything. I still liked it, but I don't think it should be nominated for best directing. But it still had some really good directing, and Spotlight had some great directing. It honestly did. Some really great directing, in my opinion. But come on now. If anybody knows me, we already know which one I want to win. That's Mad Max Fury Road. No doubt in my mind, is there any other film that deserves this award more than George Miller? I know I keep on repeating myself, but this should just, on the red carpet, just be like, here, George Miller, take your award, because the dedication, it took him 11 years to make this movie. And with all the problems and all the stuff that went down on set, to finally make a complete film and bring it onto screen, and just how immersed you are of the movie, and it's just incredible. And I think, no doubt in my mind, does anybody deserve Best Director more than George Miller for Mad Max Fury Road? I now worship the ground he stands on. So
yeah. Yeah, no doubt about it. I haven't seen I've only seen Mad Max and The Revenant out of everything here, but The Big Short, just judging by the trailer.
And real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but a snub, J.J. Abrams for Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
I don't think the Academy would have nominated him, to be honest, though.
If they can nominate the original Star Wars back in 1997, they could nominate this one, darn it. I mean,
but J.J. Abrams, like, honestly, yes, I would love to see it, but let's face it, the Oscars are, how do you say, I think they're a little bit more unfair now compared to back then. I don't know if that's the word I should use, but...
and Ridley Scott for The Martian.
Holy shit, that's right. How did that not get nominated?
What the heck?
Okay, yeah. J.J. Abrams, incredible job directing Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Good movie. He had an incredible direction of that. And then The Martian, great movie. And Ridley Scott did a great job with that. So I would have liked to see him get nominated. But with The Big Short, even though I haven't seen it, judging by the trailers, it looked like a different Adam McKay movie. Like,
And it is.
like very unique, and that's cool for Adam McKay to kind of go into a different genre. And the Mad Max Fury Road, yes, I may have a different point of view on the film, but I'm not going to deny, I'm not going to deny that George Miller had a lot of passion. Because even though I did not like the film, I did feel the passion throughout it. I felt the energy, how much hard work it took, and the fact that it took 11 years. Like, seriously, George Miller, great job on never giving up on this project. It was obviously a passion project. He would not let go. And, seeing how much praise this film is getting really shows that it was worth George Miller not giving up on this project. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, it was worth it. The work paid off. Revenant, of course. I know you already heard from everyone, but it's so well shot. Lots of wide takes and long takes that Alejandro brought. I mean, it just looks so freaking beautiful. And I mean, he really went all out directing this film. And Roman Spotlight still have to see, but I'm sure those two in their own right are well directed. So those are just my thoughts with the direction category.
Mm-hmm. All right. We doing any of these? Probably not, because if we're gonna be honest, people, we have no clue what to talk about with these.
Yeah, but I'll still go ahead and read these off just because I feel like if we skip
But
over
best
them.
documentary feature. Um, not to but I think The Death of Superman Lives, What Happened should have been on best documentary feature.
Yeah, it's like last year when they snubbed the Roger Ebert documentary Life Itself, because I love that documentary, and I'm
Because
still.
John Schnepp put his hard work into that documentary, and that documentary was absolutely incredible. That definitely was snubbed for best documentary because he did such an incredible job with that documentary. I think that was a big, big, big snub on them.
I still gotta check that one out because I do like John Schnepp. I watch Collider Movie Talk. Collider Cartel Land. I actually heard Mark Ellis from Schmoes Know mention this movie, and he's been saying how incredible this documentary is. So I might have to take Mark Ellis's word and check out this documentary because it does sound interesting. But just to read these off, because I don't like ignoring movies. We have Amy, Cartel Land, The Look of License, What Happened, Miss Simone, and Winter on Fire, Ukraine's Fight for Freedom. For documentary short subject, we have Body Team 12. I know I'm going to mispronounce this. Cow Beyond the Lines. Really sorry about that. Claude Landsman, Spectres of the Show. Shabal, something like that. A Girl in the River, The Price of Forgiveness, The Last Day of Freedom. Okay, now we get into the film editing. We have The Big Short, Mad Max Fury Road, The Revenant, Spotlight, and Star Wars The Force Awakens. So, W, take it away.
Best film editing. Yeah, actually did pretty good, and once again, I've seen every single film from this list.
Yay!
Yay! Big Short had some really good film editing. Not great, but still some really good editing.
Right.
Revenant, of course, tremendous film editing with the film. Spotlight had some great film editing as well. Star Wars, of course, it did. But once again, not to repeat myself, but Fury Road deserves it. Honestly, the way they edited the action scenes together, just the way the film was edited, it was incredible. And I definitely think it should win for best film editing.
Sweet. Any snubs you feel from this category?
I think Straight Outta Compton should have gotten a nomination for best film editing.
Oh yes,
because it really did deserve best film editing because the editing with that film was absolutely incredible as well.
Yeah. For me,
in the gift, I had some real good film editing as well.
Oh
That's
yeah,
another
yeah.
one. That's another one that missed a lot of
Hmm.
got snubbed. Even for best director, I think Joel Edgerton should have been nominated for The Gift.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see. What are some snubs I have? Hmm. What are some films with really great editing? Gem and the Holograms, like hands down, that film should have gotten best
Can you
film
just
editing.
don't even, please?
Just kidding, people. I haven't even seen Gem and the Holograms, and of course, I wouldn't even expect that to get nominated for film editing. But even though I haven't seen the movie, I just want to have a shout out for those that do feel this way. You know, a lot of people feel like Steve Jobs got snubbed for film editing. I'll have to see how the film editing is, but I'm hearing that has some really good film editing to it.
Yeah.
Um, Now, next we go to foreign language. Of course, we'll read off of these. We have Best Foreign Language Film, Embrace of the Serpent, Mustang, Son of Saul, which I've actually heard a lot about.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Thebe, I think it's like either Thebe or Beeb, and A War. Okay, now next up, makeup and hairstyling. Mad Max Fury Road, The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out, The Window and Disappeared, and The Revenant. All right, so really, honestly, the only I haven't heard of, The Window and 100-Year-Old Man, but Mad Max Fury Road did have some incredible makeup and hairstyling, and the same thing does go to The Revenant. So when those two are on par for having some really great makeup and hairstyling, it's kind of hard, but hmm, I don't know. Maybe The Revenant will go. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's all I can really say about this one. Not really any snubs as far as I can imagine. You, W?
There's one, Black Mass.
Oh, that's right, because of Johnny Depp as Whitey Bulger, huh?
Mm-hmm. Um, as much as I do love Fury Road, I do think The Revenant should win Best Makeup and Hairstyling because the makeup for that was great, honestly.
Yeah, it was.
You know how they scarred up Leonardo DiCaprio and gave him all those bruises and everything was just great. So I definitely
Yeah,
think The Revenant should win Best Makeup and Hairstyling.
sweet. Okay, another interesting category. We now have Best Music, which is Best Original Score. We have Bridge of Spies. We have Carol. We have The Hateful Eight. We have Sicario. And we have Star Wars The Force Awakens. Ah! W.
Two snubs:
All right, what are your two snubs?
Mad Max Fury Road and The Revenant.
Oh, The Revenant had an amazing score.
Where are those? Just yeah. But out of the
Yeah,
ones, I'll go with the Star Wars: The Force Awakens because the score in that was absolutely beautiful.
yeah, it was. um, Haven't seen Bridge of Spies and Carol, so I can't really say what my opinion is on those scores. But the Hateful Eight, I love the score in the Hateful Eight, like just the way it goes. Like that was just awesome. I loved how that flowed with the movie. Sicario, I don't really remember much of the score, to be honest, but I do think remember really liking the score. And Star Wars: The Force Awakens, I agree with you. How John Williams composed the new score, but along with the old Star Wars score that we know and love, it was really breathtaking. So, I do feel like maybe the Hateful Eight will take this one, though. Who knows? So those would be my thoughts.
And this is the most what the heck nomination
Uh,
for two songs that are on this list.
I don't want to even read this. Can you read this category for me?
Oh god, I don't even want to read it.
Oh, fine. Earned it from 50 Shades of Shit. Yeah, I'm not going to
The,
even say
the
gray.
moment when you realize 50 Shades of Grey got more Oscar nominations than the Peanuts movie.
Don't remind me.
I had to use that one.
Yep. Manta Ray from Racing Extinction. Okay, I don't know that one, so I can't say anything. Simple Song number 3 from the movie Youth with Michael Caine and Rachel Weisz. Um, Till It Happens to You, The Hunting Ground, and Writings on the Wall from Spectre. So really just two movies that I've seen that have this score.
You mean
Um,
original song?
for original song, sorry. Just kind of went blank there, lazy Louise.
Where is it's been a long time. I'm not even gonna.
Thank you. I know everyone's been thinking the same thing, and I have to agree with them. Where is See You Again from Furious 7? Wow.
What? You put a song from 50 Shades of Grey on here, but not See You Again? Even though I think the song's a bit over.
Sorry, what happened?
Oh, okay. Even though I do think the song is a bit overplayed, it's still a great song.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, I'm kind of speechless looking at this, to be honest. But yeah,
I
I
take
thought.
back the actress thing for being the worst category. This is the worst one.
You think so?
Yes.
All right. Well, then again, we can't really judge because we don't know what Racing Extinction, Youth, and the Hunting Ground is.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
No, I think The
But
Hunting Ground is a documentary or a foreign film. I can't remember, but
yeah. Um, I will say I do hate 50 Shades of Grey. It is one of the worst movies of 2015. Every time I have to mention that name, part of my body dies inside. But I didn't hate the music in the movie. I'll say that. I didn't hate it. I thought it was just fine. So I guess this is just whatever. Ryan's on the Wall for Spectre. Spectre, really awesome, fun James Bond movie. The song for it by Sam Smith. No offense to Sam Smith. He's a very talented singer and all, but it just didn't fit for the movie Spectre. And I think as a song, even taking away from Spectre, it's still just an okay song to me, to be honest. So what do you have to say about this one?
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You could tell we are so excited for that one, right?
exactly.
All right. So next one we got is production design. So we got Bridge of Spies, The Danish Girl, once again, Mad Max Fury Road, The Martian, and once again, The Revenant. So W with this one.
I've only seen 3 out of the 5 films on this list, but Martian and Revenant, you had some great production design, but not to keep on. I know I keep on repeating myself, but
No, that's okay. That's okay.
But Mad Max Fury Road definitely deserves best production design, in my opinion.
Okay, that's fair. Snubs, I don't think I really have any. Still got to see Bridge of Spies and the Danish Girl, of course, but I'm sure they have great production design because they're both from very talented filmmakers. Maybe Mad Max will take this one. Maybe. So next one we got is short film animated. I've only seen one from this. I think you've seen none from this.
Yes.
But from here we have Bear Story, Prologue, Sanjay Super Team, which is the short film that came out before The Good Dinosaur started. We Can't Live Without Cosmos, and World of Tomorrow. So, of course, because when it comes to this category, I'm not really as familiar, so I can't really say I have snubs here, but I do love Sanjay Super Team. If you guys watch my Good Dinosaur movie review on my 22 Tiger channel, I gave my brief review on this one before I gave my full-on review of The Good Dinosaur, and I gave it an A+. I love this movie. It's the best animated short film I've seen maybe since Feast, probably, even though I did love Lava, which came out before Inside Out started. surprised Lava wasn't nominated. Maybe that's actually there you go. Yeah, that is a snub. I would say
I'm
Lava.
surprised Lava because Lava was really good actually.
Yeah, it was a simple song about it was a simple short film about a lava trying to find love, but it was done very beautifully. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So yeah, that's really all I have to say. Kind of hoping it goes to Sanchez because I love that, but who knows? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But your opinion on this W?
Jeez, I don't know.
All right. Now the short film category, this one we both aren't familiar with at all.
Hmm.
But we'll just read through these. Ave Maria. Sorry if I mispronounce Ave or Ave. Day one. Everything will be okay. Alice. Word gut. Mispronounced that pretty much. Shock, I think. And stutterer. Stutterer. Okay. Now next we go on to best sound editing. So for sound editing, we have Mad Max Fury Road, The Martian, The Revenant, Sicario, and look, Star Wars: The Force Awakens actually got another nomination. Cool, cool.
Yay! And actually, I have seen all the films on this list.
What the fuck?
What the? But yeah, no doubt in my mind, Fury Road once again. But yeah, I think it definitely deserves sound editing because that's some great sound editing in that.
Yeah. I think each of these movies have sound editing in their own ways. So, whichever one wins, I probably won't mind seeing winning, if I have to be perfectly honest. But The Revenant sound editing really, really impressed me. So I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to Revenant, but who knows? At the same time, it could go to Mad Max for that one.
Mm-hmm.
And now we go into sound mixing. So for sound mixing, we do have Bridge of Spies, Mad Max Fury Road, The Martian, Revenant, and once again, Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
So basically, this is the same nominees, except if you just replace Sicario with Bridge of Spies.
Yeah, pretty much.
This one should go to Star Wars: The Force Awakens, honestly, because with the blasters and the lightsabers, so
Oh,
just
yeah.
what they did with the sound mixing in Star Wars: The Force Awakens, I think this one should go to Star Wars: The Force Awakens. But of course, if it goes to Fury Road, I won't be mad.
Yeah. But yeah, I do get your point because they made the sound mixing sound like the sound from like the original trilogy and even with the prequels whenever something's actually going on with those movies. So yeah. But yeah, Star Wars: Force Awakens, I wouldn't be surprised if it got sound mixing. But I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to Mad Max or hell, even The Martian, because I thought The Martian had some really fascinating sound mixing into it. So now.
Oh, wait, and my only snub for sound mixing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Straight Outta Compton.
Oh my goodness, yes. That movie had incredible sound mixing.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. I actually forgot about that for a sec. And it's one of my favorite movies of 2015. So next one we have is actually one of my favorite categories besides the animated genre, and that's visual effects. We have
This might be actually my favorite category.
out of the Oscars or in terms of like this year's Oscars?
In terms of the Oscars in general, because I love the visual effects.
Yeah, me too. So for visual effects, we have Ex Machina, Mad Max Fury Road, The Martian, The Revenant, and Star Wars: The Force Awakens. So I haven't seen Ex Machina yet, but I've seen the trailers, and just by judging the trailers alone, the visual effects have blown me away.
You must see that movie right away, Tony. What are you doing?
I promise I'm going to see that movie before the Oscars and before I make my top 10 best movies on my 22 Tiger channel. But yeah, it looks beautiful just from the trailers. Mad Fury Road, once again, despite my view on the movie, I can't deny that visually it does look really great. Martian's visuals were very beautiful. Revenants was beautiful, and Star Wars was really, really great too. Hmm. I don't know why, but I'm thinking because Gravity won visuals in 2014, no, 2013, and then Interstellar with last year for visual effects. I think it might go to The Martian. I could be wrong on that, but I think it might go to The Martian for visual effects. What do you think?
I think it should go to Star Wars: The Force Awakens because just how beautiful it looked and how they really captured Star Wars with the visual effects in that film was just
Yeah.
incredible. So I'm definitely going with Star Wars: The Force
Te-
Awakens.
Technically, it's another space movie. So we actually have two space movies in this category when you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it could go to Star Wars. Honestly, I actually hope it does because I did love it, the visuals in it. All right, next up is Best Adapted Screenplay. We have The Big Short, Brooklyn, Carol, The Martian, and Room.
Best adapted screenplay. No doubt in my mind, The Martian should win this because The Martian screenplay was absolutely incredible, and so was The Big Short. Big Short had a great screenplay as well. Rooms was pretty good. You know, it was pretty good room screenplay, but definitely The Martian should win this.
And not only that, but I heard the book to The Martian is fantastic too.
Yes.
So yeah, let's see. Um, wow, you could tell I have not seen that many movies, but well, I have seen a lot, but not the Oscars. The Martian's the one I've really only seen out of these categories. I can't make my judgment, but honestly, I would love to see The Martian win adapted screenplay because I thought how they adapted the book to the movie and how they were able to translate it in dialogue and the characters' interactions. It was honestly very impressive to me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's adapted. Any snubs for this one?
Nope.
Nope. I don't have any snubs either. All right, so moving along. All right, you guys. So we're actually almost done. We now have Best Original Screenplay, which are Bridge of Spies, Ex Machina, Inside Out. All right. Surprising but awesome. Spotlight, and yes, straight out of motherfucking Compton. Sorry. W.
Uh, Great to see Straight Compton get something at least.
I know, right?
Definitely had a great screenplay behind it. Spotlight also had a great screenplay, and so did Ex Machina. But you are all going to bow to your knees to Inside Out because that will definitely, no doubtly, should win Best Screenplay because Inside Out was just absolutely well written. But the biggest snub.
Uh-oh.
Where is Steve Jobs? Where's Aaron Sorkin?
That's not an adapted screenplay.
I meant to say adapt. Well, yeah, actually, back to adapted screenplay. Where was Steve Jobs?
True.
Academy. That should win adapted screenplay. And for original screenplay, where's the Hateful Eight?
Hey, that's true actually, because that was an original movie also.
Exactly. All right, moving on.
Did you still have more to say, or
no?
Okay. On. Oh, okay. Just wanted you to let your heat out for that matter. Mm-hmm. Bridge of Spies, Steven Spielberg, so no doubt do I know it's going to be original. I know it's going to be original, and I can't wait to see it. Same for Ex Machina, because it looks very original. And Spotlight, yeah, I still have to see that one. But Straight Outta Compton, you guys know me. I love that movie to death. It's definitely going to be high in my best films of the year, without a doubt. And Inside Out, I think it's a great movie. Loved almost every single moment of that movie. It's definitely very original. So honestly, I think it's going to go to Inside Out. And honestly, I would love to see Inside Out win original because not only is it a very original movie, but it would be actually nice to see an animated movie actually win something that isn't just best animated feature.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and now of course it comes down to this. Ooh, Scarlett Johansson. Okay,
I
sorry
knew
about that.
that. I knew that was coming.
I went off topic there. I'm sorry. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Best picture of the year. Okay, so we have The Big Short, Bridge of Spies, Brooklyn, Mad Max Fury Road, The Martian, The Revenant, Room, Spotlight, WWE fan. I know what your best picture is going to be, but you can go ahead and say it anyways.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the world knows what my best picture is. It's Alvin and the Chipmunks, The Road Trip.
Oh yeah, indeed, indeed.
No, I'm kidding, but yeah, of course. Mad
Me
Max
too.
Fury Road, absolutely, no doubt in my mind, deserves Best Picture. That was the best film of the year. There was no other film that compared it. Not even Star Wars can compare to that movie. It was just something special. And I watched a video earlier today, like, how come out of all blockbuster films, this is the one that got nominated? Well,
Right.
here's what this did: something incredible, something I haven't even seen before, because George Miller did something incredible and showed me why I love film, showed me why I love this thing called film.
Yeah.
And just every time I watch that movie, I've seen the movie 3 times, and
Right.
my jaw still drops every time I see it because of how incredible it is and how they did all the effect, all the practical effects, all the stunt work. It was just incredible, and no doubtly in my mind, Mad Max Fury Road deserves Best Picture out of all of these, honestly. And as great as The Martian, The Revenant, Spotlight, and The Big Short were, just it doesn't compare to Fury Road. It doesn't lay a finger, you know.
Yeah.
But as for snubs, of course, Inside Out. Where was that for Best Picture? They could have. Why do you guys do 8? You could easily do 10. You could have put both Inside Out and Straight Outta Compton in your Best Picture list.
Like, remember when Toy Story 3 got nominated in the Best Picture
Oh,
category?
not only should it have been nominated, but should have won. I still do not. All 3 Toy Story films should have won Best Picture the year they came out.
Yeah.
I'm still not happy with that. I'm still not happy with them to this day about that, because,
Right.
but yeah. Um, so I'm not happy that I am not happy that Inside Out is not on the Best Picture list. It should be on here because it was so well written, so emotional, and something that's just connected with me so much. And I don't understand why it wasn't on here, because it should be on here. So should Trey Compton, because that was one of the best musical biopics I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, indeed.
And seeing the harsh times those guys went through was brutal to watch, but it was so great, and it should have been on here.
Agreed. I would have picked Inside Out and Straight Outta Compton as well, honestly. Creed, I may not find Creed to be like a masterpiece like everyone else says it is. I think it's a good movie, but nonetheless, I still like the movie, and I would have loved to see it be in the Best Picture category too if I had to choose. But yeah, the frustrating thing is, why can't the Academy just do 10 movies? It's not hard. 10 movies. Like, it gives at least a couple more movies chances to be in this spot. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, for Best Picture, still need to see Big Short, Bridge of Spies, Brooklyn, Room, and Spotlight. So, Martian I loved, Revenant I loved. I gave them both the same rating, 3.5 out of 4 stars. So it's kind of hard to tell what I would pick as a Best Picture as of right now. But I just will say that I won't be surprised if it goes to Mad Max. I know you really want it to win Best Picture, and honestly, I think the Academy will probably give it to Mad Max because of the buzz and because of what George Miller went through with this movie. And yeah, I think that's all I have to really cover in terms of the Best Picture category.
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys, that is our discussion. Hold on, let me show my face again. Yay! So,
Yeah.
sorry you guys couldn't see my face throughout the whole video, but I mean I had to show the categories. But yeah, well, thank you very much, a.k.a. fan. This was your idea to do this, so thank you for doing this discussion with me for the Oscar nominations 2016.
I had a great time discussing the Oscar nominations with you, and so yeah, I hope you know what was I gonna say? Yeah. So all of the nominations, most of them were well deserved. Some of them not so much, but pretty decent list, I'll say.
Yeah, let's just hope for a very good Oscars 2016 when the award show comes.
Right. So yeah, I'm WWE fan 0599, and we will see you all later. Peace.
And of course, this is Tony, a.k.a. 22 Tiger Dude, here on Universe of Blue Tubers, here to tell you that I will always have Tiger Power.
Yeah.
Yeah, buckaroo.
Boy.